Hello traders, in this video I'm going to introduce you to the order entry features available in the 1Option platform. You do need to have an interface with Tradier or Interactive Brokers. Once you do that, you're logged in, you'll be pulling real-time data into the platform. Let's get to something a little more interesting to look at. Let's go to my searches, and actually let's just go to some of the default searches here, and let's just pick Pop Bull, one of my favorite searches. And let's go to Broker API. This is at the very top of the platform, and this is where you can select multi-order entry. If you have multiple accounts that you're trading, you can select them here. I'm going to select the first one, I'm going to put in my dollar allocation, and then I can select if I want to have a market order, if I want to buy on the bid, if I want to buy on the ask, or if I want to buy in the middle. So this is for stock orders so that you can trade from the screen. You can also ask to confirm orders right here. I'm not going to confirm orders. Once I place them on the screen, I want to enter them, and I'm going to use mid because that's usually how I like to trade. So there's $1,000 allocation. Let's make it a $10,000 allocation per trade. So it's going to divide the price of the stock by $10,000 by the price of the stock and calculate how many shares to do. I think most traders like to do a standard dollar allocation when they're buying stock. So let's take a look and see if we've got any stocks that are setting up nicely. And because I'm just trying to do this for illustrative purposes, I'm not really trying to catch any big trades. So let's say that I want to buy Red Hat. We've got a nice compression here. I'm going to click buy. I'm going to drop the buy arrow right above this compression. So because I'm trying to buy the stock above where it is currently trading, the system will know this is a buy stop. Now the other thing that I should mention is that the system also knows if I'm long the stock. So it checks for the account position, and if I were short the stock and I place this line, it would automatically default to the number of shares that I'm short. So the first thing it does is it checks for a position. If that position is not present, then if it is present, it will use that quantity. If it is not present, it will use that $10,000 allocation to figure out how many shares the system's going to buy. So if I placed, I'm going to cancel it. See, when I click cancel, the line goes away and the order is also canceled with the broker. If I were to click buy again and place a buy order down here, the system would know that it is a buy limit order because I am buying below the current price. And you can see it's a dark green line, so it's shaded a little bit differently. So we'll leave that order live for the time being. And I will show you this. Actually, let's cancel it. I'll show you the sell side. So if I'm looking to sell above the current price, the system knows that it is a sell limit order. It'll check for a position, a long position. If it doesn't find one, then it'll use the dollar allocation and it'll sell short at a limit price. If there is a position, it'll default to that quantity. Cancel it. If I place a sell order down below the current price, this is a sell stop order. So the system figures all of this out. Really, really easy to buy stocks off of the chart. So you need to go into multi-order, select your account that you're trading. You can select more than one account so that you can mirror your trades if you've got multiple accounts. Enter your dollar allocation, the style of order that you'd like to use, and if you want to confirm orders or not. If you do click this confirm orders box, you're going to get an alert before the trade is executed, and the pop-up will ask you, do you want to do this trade? So you will have another look at it. So let's go in and take a look. I'm going to cancel this. for right now. I don't want to get filled while we're doing this. So let's go in and take a look at the other order entry features. So you can also trade stock and just go in and put in the symbol. And in this case, I've entered Microsoft. You can see the current price, and this is a tick chart, so it's currently at 94.11. You can see the bid ask on the stock. It's 94.12 by 94.13. So let's go in, and the action will be buy. And we're going to do quantity, and let's just buy 100 shares. I don't even know what the stock chart looks like, so please don't think that I'm buying this because I really like the stock right here. I'm going to use a limit order and a day order, and I can default all of this information down below as well so that it's already pre-populated. And the exchange, we'll just use the Smart Exchange, and we'll submit it. And I need to select the account, so you saw a little, and there you see the order go live, and we're filled. So let's do something a little more interesting. Let's go in and take a look at a straight buy on Microsoft call. And so I put Microsoft into the symbol box and I clicked quote. And so now all of the option chains have been brought up, and you can see that the first option expiration is loaded. So let's say that we want to buy some weekly options, and let's say that we want to go slightly out of the money at the $95 strike price. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to look for the $95 calls. All I have to do is I use this center strike area and I click down on whichever quotes I'd like to receive. As soon as I do that, it starts pulling in live data. So let's say that I want to trade the $95 calls and I want to buy them. Okay, this is very important because it makes trading through the platform so easy. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down. I'm going to default to a limit order. I'm going to put in day order. I'm going to put quantity of 10. Let's say that I always like to trade 10 lots. And the exchange is going to be the Smart Exchange. I'm going to apply this. So these defaults will be remembered. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put an order in for the $95 calls. If I click on the ask price, options are 52 bid, 55 offered. If I click on the ask price, it is going to assume that I am buying to open. If I click on the bid price, just like I did there, it's going to assume that I'm going to sell to open. So let's say that I want to split the bid ask, but I'm a buyer. I click, and the 55 cents is going to be entered in as my price. All the other parameters are entered. Always need to select the account, but I'll also have that available in the default area. So if you're always trading one account, you'll be able to default that. And now we're going to try and buy the bid because I want to show you how the order goes live. So I'm going to click submit. You can see the order's already been submitted. It's waiting for a fill right now. It's that easy. So while we're waiting for that fill, let's try and do a spread order. I'm just saying, let's say that I'm very bullish on Microsoft. I haven't even looked at the chart today. I'm going to show you how to enter a spread order. So again, let's assume that we are bullish on Microsoft. And maybe we want to sell this 93, 92.50 bullish put spread. So bullish put spread, I'd be selling the 93 strike and I'd be buying the 92.50 strike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nail down the first box, and I'll put Microsoft symbol in here, and I'll hit enter, and the quote chain will come back up again here, and I'm going to go in, highlight, and so here we've got all of our prices. Stock's at 94. I'm going to sell the 93 strike. So now that I'm nailed down in this first box, I always like to do the sell side first. I double clicked on it and see how it's sell to open. Now I'm going to go to the next box here. This is very important. Right where the cursor is right now, you have to nail down that second box, and I'm going to click on the 92.50. And when I do that, it assumes that I'm buying to open because I clicked on the ask. So the strike that I'm selling, I click on the bid. The strike that I'm buying, I click on the ask. And let's do quantity of 10 spreads here. Now I need to go in and fill out my duration, which is a day order. It's a limit order, so I'll enter that. And as far as the spread, it is a credit spread. And I can see that the spread is 11 cents bid, offered at 14. So let's put in a credit of 12 cents and see if we can get filled. 12-cent credit. This is kind of nice. This is showing you where that spread is currently bid. Look at that. It's 12 bid actually, almost 13. So let's ratchet it up to 13. We'll click submit. Got to select my account. And you can see it's pending, pre-submitted, and we should see that spread submitted right away. So that's how we enter a spread order. The key is making sure that you review the spread, make sure that you're selling the correct leg, make sure that you're buying the correct leg, and then make sure that you're properly specifying if this is a credit or a debit. I'm going to cancel this order. It's pre-submitted and I'm not sure why it's not routing. Normally it would go pending and execute right away. Let's go down to 11 cents where it's bid. We should be able to get filled at that price. So I'm going to click submit, pre-submitted, filled. So executions are typically very, very fast using the platform. Combos you can also do. Quite honestly, I haven't worked a lot with the combos. Most people don't do them. It's available, but if you do a lot of combo trading and a lot of ratios, I would ask that you use a paper trading account when you first start out doing it, because I want to make sure that everything's being properly calculated, and I need some feedback. I don't do a lot of four ways, ratios, back spreads. I do verticals, I do some diagonals, and then I am a call or put buyer. I'm very much a directional trader, so I don't do a lot of neutral strategies, and that's really what this would be intended for, someone who does a lot of neutral strategies. You can also trade S&P E-minis through the platform. So right now it's at 26.74.25. Let's say that I want to bid for them 2 ticks below the current market. The order is out there, waiting to be filled. And if I want to increase that, all I have to do is I'll hit cancel. I'll put buy bid. Now I'm bidding. You can see right here, it's been submitted. I can hit cancel here. I can hit cancel here. Let's say that I want to buy the ask. Bought the ask and I'm filled instantly. Now let's say that I want to sell. I'm just scalping here. So I'm going to sell the ask and I'm going to go plus 2 ticks. So you can see the order's already submitted. Really easy to work with this little order entry interface, especially if you know that you're ready to take a position right now, because this is going to be in range. 2 ticks under, then you got the bid ask, and then 2 ticks over. So you've got basically a 4-tick range that you can be operating in. But yes, you can trade futures as well. So let's take a look at the scanner. Actually, before I do that, let's go take a look at the portfolio screen. So I'm going to click Broker API again, and yes, you can see your portfolio here. So these are all the positions in your account. This SR is a stock rating, so you can see on a 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute basis how the stock is performing. So we currently have a position. Actually, we did buy our June S&Ps here. You can see our P&L is we're down $2 on that trade on one contract. So let's go through all the different fields. This is your position size. This is the quantity that's bid. This is the bid price, the ask quantity, your fill price, and you can see your P&L right here. Unrealized because we currently have a position on. A realized P&L would be posted here if we'd already traded the stock and we were trading it again. So let's say that we're in and out of S&P E-minis all day. You'd see a realized P&L here, and then you'd also see what the P&L is for your current position. And then you'll also see what your P&L is for the day so far. So that's your P&L. I was mentioning that there is a stock expert rating, and this is current, 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. So you can see in a fairly short time frame, 30 minutes or less, what the stock has been doing and how it's performing, if it's strengthening or weakening. Now, if I want to sell the position, I can do it right from the screen. So if I click S on Microsoft, that's it. It's sold. I'm out of the position right away. So when I click S here, it is going to sell at the mid, and if it's a penny wide market, it will sell the bid. I can also click buy if I'm short the stock. Same thing, it will buy the mid, or it will buy the ask if it's only a penny wide. So you can exit through the portfolio screen as well. There is an exit all button here, and that would be used if you wanted to bail out of everything. It's just gonna, let's say that you're long across your entire account and you just want to get out, hit exit all. It will sell everything at the market. Just liquidate, done. Now, I would not use this feature very often. It is a fail-safe if the market does something completely unexpected and you need to exit positions. Well, then you can use something like this, but I still prefer to manually go in, evaluate each stock, each position, and gradually exit those positions one by one. But it'll know what to do to cover the position. If you're long, it'll sell. If you're short, it'll buy. It will close out these positions. And here you can see that there's an order that's been submitted right now. So if I want to, I can modify the order here, or I can cancel the order. So let's go in and let's cancel the order. Gone. So these are all of our pending orders, and you can also see the bid, the ask, the quantity, the status of the order, so forth and so on. You can also see all of your liquidation values. All your account information is listed on the left. If you have multiple accounts that you're logged into, you can use this drop down and view each account separately. So that's how the order entry screen works. And let me use this feature just to show you how it works. And I'm going to click the exit all. We'll just exit all of our positions, and that'll conclude the piece on order entry. So I'm going to click exit all. Are you sure you want to cancel all pending orders and exit all positions? Yes. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the E-mini separately. Now you do have to have a futures account in order to trade E-minis. And we're out of the E-mini position, so we're flat. That's it. So again, for all of the order entry features, you go to Broker API. The portfolio screen shows you all of your current positions. You're able to exit. You're able to see your open orders as well. The order entry screen is used for stock, options, spreads, multi-legged spreads, and also futures. And then the multi-order is used to configure your dollar allocation per account and the type of order that you'd like to use for trading off of the charts. I'm going to use a custom search, and let's take a look at one of my favorites to see if anything's lined up. I'm going to go in and I'm going to look for a stock that has good, it's got a bullish trade signal, it's got negative pressure, it's got good strength versus the SPY. And we're going to do the same thing on a 5-minute and a 15-minute basis. See if we can find anything that looks good. I'm going to move this off screen, and then we're going to look at a chart real quick. See if I've got anything that looks like it's just on the verge of breaking out. Actually, I'll mark one more box here. I'm going to look for something that's currently in a 5-minute compression. So WRK is a stock that is currently trying to move higher. So if I wanted to buy this stock on a breakout, I would click buy, put it right there at the high of the day. That has become a buy stop. If the stock trades at that price, the order is going to get executed. So this order is actually placed with the brokerage firm. That's it. Order entry through the 1Option platform if you have an account with Tradier or Interactive Brokers. Thank you.